Hello and welcome back to the invitation. My name is Lenora Rousseau. In this practice, I'll be drawing from the Romans passage that we used for the yin yoga practice. I won't be doing a long centering with this particular practice, and so if you'd like to go back and add that portion in, I invite you to do so. But in Romans, we heard the words of awakening to all that God is doing around us, not being so overwhelmed with life as it's unfolding that we lose sight of God's mercy and grace that is at work, rebuilding and bringing God's kingdom come, even as we await for Christ's return. We have a role to play in that. And salutations give us a way of working through our entire body, bringing strength and flexibility, restoring balance and mobility. I invite you to work through this in ways that helps restore and stir hope within you. And hopefully the practice itself will create an opportunity for you to become a beacon of hope as you go about your day and your weeks during this Advent season. I'll be providing some modifications to get you started, and please feel free to move at a pace that's right for you and to pick the path that serves you best. We'll start in child's pose, and so go ahead and meet me at the back of your mat in whatever child's pose may serve you best. As you arrive in child's pose, your knees can be in parallel or maybe wide-legged to the side with big toes together. No right or wrong. Bring the arms out long in front of you. Let the head bow down towards the earth. It can hang heavy between your arms. And you can adjust your posture here at any time if you find that you're becoming distracted by sensation. We'll take a few moments to center ourselves with some breath work. Give yourself a moment to simply arrive. Perhaps feel your points of contact with the mat beneath you and the air around you, and start to tune in with the breath. As you watch the breath come in and out, notice the gentle expansion of your rib cage to receive the breath, and then the softening and the letting go. Each breath out, an opportunity to release tension. Watch as you inhale and notice how the space in front and behind your heart opens. And then naturally your body knows how to let go, breath by breath, moment by moment. As you're ready, there's no rush. Begin to deepen your breath. Inhale as often as you can through the nose, engaging the diaphragm and expanding through your torso, filling up your rib cage all the way to the collarbones. And then let the breath go, engaging navel to spine to really wring out the breath. Allow yourself to be hollowed and emptied. Then breathe in again. Abdomen expanding towards the thighs as much as you're able. Perhaps expand into the middle back all the way through the upper. And then let it go. A slow, steady exhale through the nose or mouth, whichever is better for you. Once more, deep breath in. The biggest breath you've taken all day, perhaps opening up into the low back, middle, and upper. And then let it go, releasing not only the breath, but the tension in the shoulders and face, in the hips and knees. And take a moment to check in. Scan from head to toe and notice what you feel in the body. Any places of tension that you might be able to release and create space for hope to rise within. Do the same for the heart and the mind, noticing the emotions and the thoughts that are coming with you. Allow this to be safe space for everything to be brought before the Lord, and also safe space to let go of whatever you need to. And check in with your own soul. How is it with your soul today? Where are you experiencing hope, meeting you like the gentle dawn? journeying alongside you until hope stirs within you. And what do you need from your practice to allow hope to be born anew within you? Set your own intention for our time on the mat. And as you set that intention, I'll be guiding us with the gentle mantra, hope is rising within. Hope is rising within. Breathe in deeply, anchoring your intention within every fiber of your being. Exhale it out into the space we'll move into. And then begin to open your eyes with a breath in. Send the gaze forward. We'll start to gently warm up by drawing the body forward, sending the hips towards the earth. Coming into a hip hinge, roll the shoulders back and down, maybe gaze forward. And when you're ready to exhale, send the hips back towards child's pose. Take your time, let the movements match your breath and be organic for you. Breathe in, rolling through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. As the shoulders come back and down, maybe begin to float the gaze up. And exhale, slowly and gently engaging your core and sending the hips back towards the heels. We'll do this a few more times. Each breath in, an opportunity to open up the heart space. Collarbones wide, extending through your spine only as much as feels right to you. And then neutralizing and coming back to a place of rest. Last time, deep breath in. As you open the body where it is willing to go. And exhale. Return to child's pose. Inhale once more, roll yourself back up, but this time stop at tabletop position. Spread your fingers wide underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. From here, extend back the right leg, deep breath in as you lengthen. Exhale, sweep it over to the side of the left side of the body and let the breath go as you gaze back. Inhale, lengthen through the right side of the body, gently awakening. Exhale out and soften into the left side of the body. One more deep breath in. Creating space for hope to rise within. And exhale, bring it on back to neutral space. Right knee comes to meet the left. Send the left leg back. Inhale as you lengthen. Slide it over to the right side of the body. Let the gaze begin to float back. Stop where it's comfortable and let the breath go. Inhale again. Feeling the long line of energy you're creating on this side from the left heel to the crown of the head. Release, soften where you can and let go. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring that knee back to meet the right. Tuck the toes under. Inhale and send the hips up and back. Exhale, begin to pedal through the legs as you come into our first down dog position. Gaze back, spread the fingers wide and distribute the weight into the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Let the energy rise up and back to take pressure out of the wrists and move at any pace that feels right to you. You can swing and sway a little here, whatever you need, so that you can start to feel like your body is opening up and awakening to hope. And when you're ready, bring the feet to parallel. Rise up to the balls of the feet with a deep breath in. This is creating space in the body for us to explore where down dog will lead us today. On the exhale, send the heels towards the earth. Stop where you need to. Maybe they hover over the earth. Maybe they reach the earth. You can keep the knees as bent as you need to here to take pressure off of the hamstrings or low back. Make your down dog look and feel any way you need it to. Breathe in as you arrive, opening the low back, middle, and upper, a complete breath. Exhale out, heart melting to the earth, present and awake to what God is doing here in this moment. Then inhale, float the gaze forward. Soften your knees and gently walk your way to a forward fold at the front of your mats. As you meet yourself here, keep your knees nice and bent. For now, clasp the elbows in the opposite hand. Let your head hang heavy in the space between. And then gently begin to rock from side to side. Coming into ragdoll pose, let all of the tension fall away from the upper body and lower. Maybe nod the head, a little no, a little yes. And then come on back to stillness, head hanging heavy and loose between your arms. Release the elbows, feet grounded and rooted on the earth beneath you. Begin to roll up. Breathe in on the journey as you stack the hips over the heels, and then the shoulders roll back and down over the hips. Spread your fingers wide, coming into your version of mountain pose, chin parallel with the earth. Standing tall, present in this moment, awake to all that God is doing. Breathe in. Exhale out, let go. Then inhale, sweep wide. Send the arms up over the head. Gaze up as it's comfortable for you. Exhale, reach wide, bend the knees deeply, and swan dive back to a forward fold. Take your time, we're moving gently and slowly in the body. Inhale, begin to lengthen your legs as much as they're willing to go. And lift the torso, bringing palms to shins, thighs, or perhaps fingertips to the earth as you come to halfway lift. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Folding over the body once more, knees as bent or as straight as the body will invite you at this point. We're still warming up, so be gentle with yourself. Breathe in as you bend the knees deeply, plant the hands, and send both legs back into plank pose position. As you arrive, let the breath go as the knees come to the earth. Release the toes and lengthen from knees to crown and gaze forward. Full inhale. Core engaged. Bring the elbows right by your side and gently, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mats. As you arrive in this space, make sure fingertips are directly underneath your shoulders. Spread wide, elbows by your rib cage. Inhale, press into the earth and lift the heart space up, coming into baby cobra, or perhaps lifting a little higher if the body allows, coming into cobra. Exhale, return to the mat, slow and steady. We'll do that 2 more times to awaken the spine. Inhale, lifting your heart. Perhaps lifting your gaze to the Lord, to the one who your hope is rooted in. Exhale, lower the body back down, slow and steady. Once more. Drawing the shoulder blades up and back, pressing all 5 fingers on each side into the earth. Extending as you can. Exhale, come back, and let the whole torso rest on the earth. Slide the hands back by your rib cage. Inhale, press up to tabletop. Hands come back underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back. And either walk it out or send both heels to the earth in stillness as you come back to down dog. Long lines of energy rising up and back. Full inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Present to this moment and what God is doing. Breathe in. Exhale out. With every breath that you take, hope is rising within you. Once more, deep breath in. Slow cleansing breath out, maybe even sigh it out. Let it all go. Inhale, float the gaze forward. Bend your knees deeply and walk or step to a forward fold at the front of your mat. As you arrive, breathe in. Lengthen through the torso as you return to halfway lift, palms to shins, thighs or fingertips to the earth. Exhale, hinge from the hips, head heavy and loose. Root to rise, grounded in hope. Roll through the back or perhaps reverse the swan dive and come up with a flat back. Arms reaching wide to the side with a full breath in as you gaze up to the space between your hands. Let the palms come together. And then exhale, bring the hands in prayer pose to heart center space. Continuing to flow with sun salutation A. Bring the hands down. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, gazing up if you're able. Exhale, reach wide. Swan dive to forward fold, knees bent or straight. Now yogi's choice. Let the head fully release at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Gazing forward if you're able. And exhale, hinge from the hips. Feeling the release in the hamstrings and hips and low back. Breathe in, bend your knees, plant your hands, and step back to plank pose position. Staying lifted or knees to the earth. Again, yogi's choice, you can do either. Let the breath go, keep the elbows by the side. If you're coming down as one unit, shift the weight forward. Whole torso arise on the earth, release the toes. Inhale, shoulders back and down, lifting to baby cobra or full cobra. And from here you can return to the mat and slide back through tabletop, or perhaps try tucking the toes under, lifting the thighs, and sending the hips up and back. Coming back to down dog, adding movement or stillness, whatever your body needs at this moment. Breathe in, full and expansive. Exhale out, letting go of the disappointments and frustrations. Another deep breath in. Full breath out. Last time, breathe in, lengthening where you can, letting hope rise within. Exhale out, sending hope into the space you're moving into. Breathe in and gaze forward. Soften your knees. Walk or step to a forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale as you arrive and halfway lift. Remember, you can move at whatever pace you need, planting the hands on the chins, thighs, or the earth. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Head heavy and loose. Root to rise. Gathering the breath and with it hope. As you come back to mountain, sweep the arms wide, send them up over the head. Gaze up as the palms come together. Then hands come to heart center space in prayer pose. And we continue to flow. Hands by your side. Inhale, sweep wide, gathering in hope and all that you need for this day. Exhale, hope, and swan dive back to the forward fold. A slow, steady movement of grace within you. Inhale, halfway lift. Perhaps noticing where things are shifting and changing now. Exhale, hinge from the hips, head heavy and loose. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step or perhaps now jump to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down or perhaps shift forward, elbows by your side, lower down to half plank or chaturanga. If you're here with me in chaturanga, flip those toes over and inhale, lift to cobra or up dog. Gazing up or straight ahead, collarbones wide. Exhale, choosing the path that's right for you, either sending the hips straight up and back or moving through tabletop. You can always change the path. You can always arrive with movement or stillness. There's no right or wrong. Allow the movement to be what you need today for hope to rise within. Breathe in. God meeting you here in this moment on your mat. Exhale out and let Christ help you peel away the layers of stress and trauma, of grief and loss. Breathe in, knowing that you are not alone on your journey. Exhale out, softening where you can. Inhale and float the gaze forward. Soften your knees. Walk, step, or jump to a forward fold at the front of your mat. As you arrive, inhale, halfway lift, lengthening where you can. Exhale, hinge from the hips, return to forward fold. Noticing as the hamstrings and hips loosen and let go of tension, what is changing for you here in this familiar space. Feet grounded beneath you, begin to rise, bringing hope with you. Full breath in as you sweep the arms up over the head. Gaze up, palms come together, and hands come to heart center space. Allow yourself to arrive for a moment. Feel your feet grounded on the earth, grounded in hope, a firm foundation. Heart open, return to your intention. What brought you to the mat? What did you dedicate this time to? Breathe in. Hope is rising within you. Exhale out. Steady and present. Hands come down by your side. We'll shift now to Salutation B. With a breath in, bring the feet together. Begin to sit back, pressing the knees together. Make sure the knees are behind the toes. Sweep the arms out in front or over the head. Let the breath go as you draw navel to spine. Maybe gaze up to the space between your hands. One more inhale here as you lengthen. And exhale, palms reach for the earth, hips rise high to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, return to the forward fold. Plant the hands, bend the knees. Jump or step to plank pose. Exhale out, shifting the weight forward, elbows right by your rib cage, come to half plank or to the earth. Inhale, lift to baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. And exhale, send the hips up and back to down dog. Give yourself a moment to adjust with movement or stillness, and then breathe in. Exhale out and send the weight over to the left foot. As you feel balanced, send the right toes back. Inhale, and just notice where the body invites you to stop, maybe a few inches or feet off of the earth, foot pointed or flexed, or perhaps open the hip and let it float high to the sky. Exhale out, bend the knee, and then draw the knee into the heart space. Full breath in as you protract high to create space for the knee. Send that foot in between the space of your hands. You can use as many steps as you need to get there. Take your time and arrive in runner's lunge. Exhale. Anchor the back foot at about 45 degrees so you feel balanced and steady on both feet. Make sure knee is over ankle. Inhale, rise, walking the hands up or sweeping the arms up as you come into warrior one. Exhale out, maybe gaze up or straight ahead. Whatever helps steady you here in this moment. Breathe in. Hope washing over you. Exhale out, hands to the earth. Framing the front foot, rotate the back foot into neutral. Inhale and send the right foot back to meet the left in plank pose. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, lift the heart as you come into cobra or up dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back to down dog, and whatever path or journey serves you best now. Arrive, full breath in. Deep breath out. Shift the weight over to the right foot now. Send the left toes back and breathe in as you notice on this side where the body says it's enough. Flex or point the foot. Perhaps if it feels right for your body, you float the toes high to the sky. Exhale, let the knee bend. Inhale, draw the knee into the heart space. Protract high, creating space as you draw that leg forward. Plant the foot in between your hands as you're able. Take your time. Gaze forward. Then exhale, plant the back foot down, balanced on both feet, knee over ankle. Inhale, rise up, walking the hands up or sweeping them up, coming into warrior one on this side. Shoulders come back and down. Feet grounded in hope. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. Hands return to the earth. Framing the front foot. Rotate the back foot into neutral. Hands anchored on the earth. Step back once again, coming into plank pose. Building up some heat in the body now. Exhale, take it over to half plank or to the earth. Inhale, lift. Coming into up dog or cobra, yogi's choice. And exhale, take it back to down dog. You're doing great. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of the breath now. If you need a break, feel free to drop the knees into tabletop or even come to child's pose. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Noticing where you're creating space in the body for hope to move within, to rise within. Breathe in. Let it go. Once more, full breath in. And a slow, steady breath out. Then inhale, float the gaze forward. Soften your knees. Walk, step, jump, or float to a forward fold at the front of your mat. Feet coming together this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Making sure feet are together, knees are together. Begin to sit back, knees behind big toes. Coming back to chair. Inhale, engage your core. Send the arms up, or remember they can go straight ahead. Gaze up. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, stand tall. Arms reaching towards the heavens as the hands come together in prayer pose. Let the breath go and bring the hands down to heart center space. 1 full round of B. Take a moment to feel your heartbeat. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. Once more, deep breath in. And exhale, hands by your side. We'll return to A just to flow our way down and stretch things out and do a short final relaxation. Inhale, sweep wide, gaze up. Exhale, reach wide, swan dive. Enjoy the journey as you fold and hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, return to forward fold. Plant the hands, bend the knees deeply. Last time, step or jump to plank pose. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. And then inhale, lift the heart space. Lift your gaze to the Lord in cobra or up dog. Exhale, take it back to down dog. Greeting yourself here with movement or stillness. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, release, and shift the weight over to the left foot. With a breath in, send the right toes back, wherever it is that feels right for your body. And then let the breath go as you bend the knee. Inhale deeply, drawing the right knee up into the heart space. Begin to send the right knee towards the right hand. Bring the hips down to the earth. As we come into pigeon, you might find that a block underneath the hip or a pillow helps you come into this shape a little bit easier. Whatever will serve you best, begin to settle in. Starting with our proud pigeon pose, heart open, shoulders square to the front of your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, begin to walk the hands out, drawing the spine long over the leg and stopping where you need to, perhaps at the elbows, perhaps using a block underneath the head to let the head rest. Perhaps you just allow the whole body to come down to the earth, folding the elbows for the head to rest like a pillow, or maybe even reaching the arms out, head resting on the earth. No right or wrong. Meet yourself here with a deep breath in and a full breath out. Notice where the tension is coming off the body. We're targeting the hips, but you may feel this in the low back. Wherever it is that you're feeling the tension go, meet yourself there with the breath. Full inhale. And a slow, steady exhale. Creating space for hope. To break up the places that feel stuck and stagnant with grace and gentleness that allows you to rise with new dreams and new hopes for all that God has for you. Deep breath in, slow, steady breath out. Then inhale, float the gaze forward, neutralizing your spine. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes under and back. Lift that back leg, press into the earth, and return to down dog. Again, meet yourself here with movement or stillness and breathe in. Exhale out and shift the weight to the right. As you feel balanced, send those left toes back a little or high to the sky. Exhale at the knee bend. Inhale, draw the left knee into the heart space. Protract high as you send the left knee towards the left hand. Come down to the earth and begin to adjust. Again, you can always reach for a block to come underneath the hip. You can adjust the front leg to be as parallel with the short edge of your mat or not, whatever it is that you need. Square off your shoulders and hips as you're able and gaze forward. Breathe in. Exhale out and gently walk the hands forward once more. Stopping where you need, recruiting blocks or any other props that can help support you in this space. Just notice, without any attachment to the other side, begin to observe where the body leads you, where it invites you to stop. Be willing to meet yourself there. Let mercy and grace also meet you here. And breathe in. Exhale out and start to notice on this side where sensations are arising. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. No right or wrong. But meet yourself where you need it most on this side. Invite Christ to meet you here as well. Full breath in. Slow, steady breath out. Once more, breathe in. And let it all go. Then inhale, float the gaze forward. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, tuck the toes under and back, Lift the hips up and back. Our last time to come to down dog. Make it whatever you need. You can add some sways, stillness. Notice whether you need movement now or an opportunity to just actively rest. Gift yourself a full breath in. A slow, steady breath out. And then inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bring the knees to the earth as you return to tabletop, and then release the toes. Send the hips back towards the heels as we come back to child's pose. As you arrive and settle in, notice if parallel legs are serving you well now, or maybe knees to the outer edges, big toes together will feel even better. No right or wrong. Allow your heart to melt to the earth. As you come back to child's pose, the place where we begin, meet yourself here with a breath in. A full breath out. Just notice any shifts or changes from the first time you were here. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. Then inhale, float the gaze forward, draw the hips back up, come back to tabletop, just enough to sweep the feet off to the side and bring the hips to the earth. Come to the middle of your mats, there's no rush, take your time. As you arrive there, hold on to the back of your thighs. Roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time until the whole body comes to rest on the earth. And give yourself a moment to arrive. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. And then bring the knees to the heart space. You can hold on to the back of the thighs, the shins, or maybe wrap the arms around the shins. Making a gentle ball of yourself. Full inhale. Slow, steady exhale. And then sending the right arm out in T formation, use the left hand to gently guide the legs towards the left side of the body. As they arrive there, don't worry about how high the knees are off the earth, but notice if it will feel good to leave the left hand on top, adding a little extra weight to help take off the tension in the hips and spine. Or if it feels better, send the arm out in T formation. If it's too much rotation, look towards your left hand. Or notice if keeping the gaze neutral feels best. If there's room in your body to increase the rotation today, send the gaze out over the right hand. Eyes opened or closed. Let yourself arrive. Full breath in. Slow, steady breath out. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, release, and let it go. Inhale and bring the gaze back to neutral if it's elsewhere. Let the breath go and bring one knee back and then the other to neutral. Wrap your arms around shins or hold on to thighs or shins, whichever you were doing before. Let yourself arrive. Breathe in. And then exhale, doing the same thing for the other side. Send the left arm out in T formation to the side. Use the right hand to gently guide yourself over to the right side of the body. Again, the knees can float above, or maybe they reach the earth. No right or wrong there. Perhaps it'll feel great to leave the right hand on the top of the left thigh, or it may feel better to send it out in T formation. As you settle in on this side, notice where the gaze needs to be, neutral, looking straight up. Reducing the rotation by gazing out over the right shoulder, or perhaps looking towards the left and increasing the rotation. Meeting yourself where you need it on this side. Breathe in. Exhale, release, and let go. Once more, deep breath in Noticing where the body's letting go on this side. Let the breath go and really feel the body held by the mat beneath you. You're right where you need to be. Full breath in. Let it go slow and steady. Then breathe in and bring the gaze back to neutral if it's elsewhere. Exhale and bring the left knee and then right knee back to neutral, adjusting any way that you need to, bringing those knees into the heart space once more. And this time we'll add a little bit of gentle movement, rocking side to side, massaging the low back and thanking our body for all that it carried us through during the practice. Breathe in. Exhale out. And when you're ready, there's no rush. Release the toes out to the corner edges of your mats. Adjust your hips until your legs feel open and held and supported by the earth beneath you. And then do the same for the upper body. Send the arms out by your side, palms facing up, walk your shoulder blades in, allowing the heart space to be held and open, and then begin to soften your gaze or close your eyes. Let your fingers curl in and allow your body to really melt into the earth beneath you. Held here in the gentle palms of hope. Inhale and notice what that feels like for you now, where the breath moves, where it stops. Release the breath, and with it any remaining tension you're holding on to. Feel the legs and feet heavy on the earth. Feel the hips opened and surrendered. Feel the right side body soften and the left. Feel the shoulders melt into the earth as the arms rest heavy by your side. Let any tension in the throat go. And soften your face, releasing any tension in the jaw, cheeks, or forehead. Feel your whole body held here in this safe and sacred space that you've created and carved out, a space to be with you and the Lord, a space where hope can rise within. Rest now and simply be and breathe. You can stay here as long as you need, but if you're ready to complete your practice and end with me in easy seated, start to wiggle fingers and toes, perhaps circle the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, there's no rush. Bring the feet together long on the mat. Sweep the arms overhead and stretch from side to side with a full breath in. Exhale, let that breath go and bend the knees. Let them carry you to your favorite side and meet yourself there for just a moment, head resting on the arm below. Eyes opened or closed, breathe in. And then exhale, press into the earth, come back to easy seated. In whatever way may serve you, legs crossed, legs extended out. Sit bones grounded, on the earth. Let the spine be long. Let your shoulders roll back and down as the hands find a resting place. And then soften your gaze or close your eyes. Return to the breath. Breathe in. Exhale. And check back in. What new sensations do you feel? What shifts or changes do you notice for the body, mind, heart, or spirit? Where did you create space for hope to rise within? Take a moment to return to your intention and all that you dedicated this time to. And then take a moment to set a new intention. What will you take with you from the practice that may serve you well? And what's better simply left behind? We'll anchor that new intention with gratitude and prayer. You can leave hands where they are, bring them to heart center space, perhaps even bow your head down to your heart center space. I'll let you take a moment for quiet gratitude and prayer in your own heart, and then I'll close us out with prayer. God of the new dawn, of new beginnings and mercy that knows no end, thank you for the opportunity to move and breathe, to encounter your grace anew, and create space for hope, to help us move through the places that have been stuck and bound up, letting go of what no longer serves us, and allowing you to fill us with your hope for our lives, our relationships, our communities, and our world, for your kingdom come. As we prepare to leave this sacred space, may we rise in hope. May we be beacons of hope in a world that desperately needs good news. And may you hold us through it all, carrying us gently from one dawn to the next. I lift up all that is on the hearts and minds of those who have joined me in practice. May you answer their prayers like only you can. It is in Jesus' name that we pray, and we give you thanks for all things. Amen. Thank you for joining me, friends. Namaste. Thank you for participating in this practice. I hope that it has served you well. It is part of the invitation, an embodied trauma-informed journey through Advent. If you're not yet registered for the entire series, please feel free to do so using the QR code on your screen. And we invite you to consider joining the movement and partnering with us. We are incredibly grateful for your participation in this offering, and we value your presence in our community. We invite you to consider helping us fulfill our mission and expand our reach in one of three ways. Perhaps share our programs and offerings with others who might benefit. You can support our team through your prayers and your presence. And perhaps consider making a tax-deductible donation to support our scholarship funds for behavioral health coaching, our resiliency programs, and our teacher trainings. We work with many active duty military members and their spouses, as well as veterans, those who are recovering from domestic violence, addiction, and other forms of trauma. We thank you in advance for choosing to partner with us in whatever way feels authentic for you. And if you could benefit from our programs, please don't hesitate to reach out. We would love to journey alongside you in whatever ways would be helpful and supportive. We look forward to all that the future holds. For now, I send you with blessings once again. May you be well. May you be at peace. Amen.